Hey guys, Poverty Point Customs here. What we're going to do today is a quick review on my 16-foot Summer Waves Elite pool that I purchased from Walmart. It was $449 plus 15% tax and $75 shipping to get her home. So this pool is 48 inches deep, which is much better than our last one, which was the 14-foot, which was only 42 inches deep. So one thing we did is put a little bucket here, so before you get in the pool, you rinse your feet off. The ladder that came with it is actually holding up great. So one thing I really like about this model of pool is the pump is actually mounted on the side of the pool, which is nice because it keeps it off the ground, out of the way. So a lot of questions I get asked on my videos regarding this pool is how long to leave your pump on for. Now I usually leave mine on between 8 and 12 hours a day. I found any more than that, it really didn't make much difference in the pool. One thing I would recommend is make sure you clean out your skimmer as well as your filter daily. And I pop that out and spray it off with the garden hose. Gets any of the debris that gets caught in the filter out, and usually you can get a month or so out of the filter before replacing it. And I believe it's a Type C filter, which you can get on Amazon or Walmart. And what I like to do is my outlet for the water after it goes through the filter, I like to point it so it's going towards the side, towards the left of the pool. That way it causes a little effect where the water is going to spin around the pool and direct it back into right into the skimmer. So one of the most asked questions is what type of chemicals do I put in this? Now this was filled with city water, which is already chlorinated. To maintain the chlorination, pH levels and so on, I use the socket. And this is the number 3, and again you can get this through Walmart or Amazon. And I do my test strips. This is where you're going to check your bromine, your chlorine levels, your pH, and your alkali. And by just using this in my pool, now with the type of water we have in here, I can usually get away with 1, or if it's really dry out and hot and we get a lot of people in the pool, I go through maybe 2 of these at the most a week. Now on the bottom of the pool, on the bottom of the legs, I have wood here. It just spreads out the base so it's not sinking the poles into the sand, which is a white silica sand that's been leveled. And then I have a pool pad underneath of the pool. As far as the pool frame, it's been holding up fantastic. The finish is staying nice and shiny. One thing you always have to check is you always want to make sure your poles are nice and vertical. Sometimes they'll have a tendency of leaning a little bit. If you do, just bang it on the bottom a little bit just to make sure it's nice and straight. You don't want them leaning too much or it can compromise your pool frame. As far as the pool liner, there's no issues whatsoever. I do like the color of the pool liner in the inside. It gives it a real nice blue effect. And again, around the base of the pool, it's all white silica sand that's leveled. I did notice that it's gone down a little bit on the far end, maybe an inch or so. One thing I would strongly recommend, and you get these through the dollar stores, is a little bucket that goes on the side. It's great for putting pool toys or whatnot on the inside, or a nice cold beverage. Now I would say next year when I set this up, you can see I have a couple little creases on the bottom of the pool liner, and what happens is that will actually collect dirt, and if I get a little bit of sand in the pool, so every week or so I vacuum that out. And I do have a video on how to vacuum a pool if you want to check it in the playlist. So with this pool, I'll set it up in June and take it down in early September. We are in Canada, so it does freeze, and it is recommended with the soft side of pools not to leave them up during the winter months. Some people do and let it freeze, and you drain the water below the level of the skimmer. However, for the hour or so it takes to set up, it's well worth taking down in the wintertime. That way you're going to get a lot more life out of the pool. Another common question that I get is, how long does it take to fill up the pool? Now, I fill it up with my garden hose. Again, we're on city water, and this takes just under 5,100 gallons. So you're looking at 20,000 or so liters of water. So this takes between 15 and 18 hours on city water to fill up to this level. At the end of the video, I'll post a picture of the pool with the cover on. However, there's the cover that I took off this morning to let the sun at the pool. My only complaint with the cover is, I would say you're lucky to get about 2 years out of the pool cover. They seem a little bit cheap and seem to stretch. So if you get any type of wind or so on, they seem to want to blow off. And I did do a video on how to keep them on, where you tie it on one end and tie it directly across on the other side from the other end. It's where you can actually tighten the cover. And I'll take those little ties and actually tie them. If it's on this part of the pool, I'll tie it around here, so you have one here, and again directly across from it, so it is secured on each side. And the green bucket, I'll actually put that, say, over here, and maybe something on this side. That way if you get any wind, the pool cover is going to stay on and doesn't have a tendency of blowing off. Now, I get a lot of questions too. Would I recommend this pool? Well, this is my second one. Again, our first one was a 14-foot pool. This is a 16-foot pool. So if you are going to buy one, I'd recommend buying the 16-foot pool. I found the 14-foot with only 42 inches deep a little bit too shallow. I found even with that extra 6 inches, it did make a big difference in the pool. Knock on wood, I haven't had any issues with this whatsoever. Again, make sure you clean the pool filters daily. I take the ladder out when it's not being used, and we cover it every night. Again, keep some of the leaves and so on out of the pool. And always check your chemical levels. Again, this is what I've been using, and I haven't had any issues. And possibly next year I wouldn't mind hooking up a solar heater to this. Now I will check to see if the pump is powerful enough to hook up a solar heater to. Might be just a little bit too much pressure on the pump to flow through solar heater. So we'll look at that next spring. Again, I just wanted to do a quick review on the pool and how it's been holding up. And probably another month or so we'll be taking her down. So stay tuned. Remember, if you have any tips or comments regarding this pool that may assist me or other people, make sure you post them below. If not, I appreciate you watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button and the bell notification so you can get notified for future videos. Anyways, happy swimming, and hopefully you're all having a good summer. Take care.